I have officially spent 1 year with my first ever supercar, and in this first video to launch my YouTube channel, I'm going to share a little bit more about how that first year of ownership has gone. Say hello to my 2019 Lamborghini Aventador S Roadster. Before I dive into some experiences I've had over the last year, I'm going to rewind to November of 2022 to share how I ended up with this car. This photo is from the first time I saw my Aventador. However, I was not completely in love with it. I actually told the dealership I was going to pass. I wanted something brighter, probably similar to this. They tried to show me an STO, but I wanted to have a Lamborghini with Lamborghini doors, so I told them that I would wait. Fast forward a couple weeks and I saw the car on the show field at the Festivals of Speed Orlando, and I fell in love. I'm actually in this photo, probably panicking because I was about to buy an Aventador. A few weeks later, I walk in to pick up the car and I find this. I was completely unprepared and showed up in a t-shirt and athletic shorts. I was thinking I'd just sign some papers and then drive off into the sunset. But no, total rookie mistake. I had no clue that they did unveilings for used cars. Lessons learned. This was the beginning of a year of new experiences, a lot of learning, and a very cool full circle moment that I'll get right into now. All right, here we are in November of 2023. The Aventador is all packed up and I'm heading to the Festivals of Speed car event, which happens to be where I decided to buy this car last year. The first step is to meet up with the Lamborghini of Orlando team to drive over together. My car is in good company here with an SVJ, a Sterrato, and what else? We have a couple Rolls Royces and a Technica. Should be a fun day. After a little mini rally, we have arrived at the Ritz-Carlton Orlando, ready to pull into our slots. So to think that a year ago I was walking in here as a spectator, and now I'm driving in with this crew of Lamborghinis in my own Lamborghini Aventador is just wild.
Hey everybody, I am the other chick who occasionally gets to drive it, and I'm currently filming the chick who drives it as she is pulling her Aventador onto the show field at the Festivals of Speed Orlando 2023. I have been on a lot of rides in this car over the last year, and I was actually here at this same event last year and part of the decision process when she came to the final decision to pull the trigger on this car. So to have this opportunity to watch her drive almost to the exact same spot where she made that final decision a year later is a really, really cool moment to be a part of.
The Aventador is getting show ready on the morning of the Festival of Speed. I'm going to do a full recap of the event in another episode, so stay tuned for that. Well, right here is the full circle moment of my first year of Aventador ownership. So let's see what's happened between last year and right now. To best recap my first year of supercar ownership, I'm going to break it down into my favorite and least favorite things and a few lessons learned along the way.
All right, so tell me, what's your favorite part of the Aventador?
That would be tough because I love the overall car. It's just so sleek and sexy. But I guess if I had to pick, it would be that ass. It's just so thick and wide, and it's also where the powerhouse of the V12 is located. For my least favorite thing, it has to be the infotainment system. It is from 2012-ish, and it's not 2023 friendly at all. It also puts me in India whenever I'm using Google Maps sometimes. As many of you probably know, an Aventador is a very low clearance car. So when I first got this car, speed bumps and railroad tracks made me a bit nervous. I would even call ahead to restaurants to see what the speed bumps were like in the parking lot. I would look ahead at driving routes to make sure that there weren't many railroad tracks. But honestly, it's really not that bad. The car has front end lift and lowering, so I really don't even think twice before going over most railroad tracks or speed bumps anymore. I'm still cautious, I definitely take them at an angle, but they don't haunt my driving dreams like I thought they would. Another lesson that I've learned over the last 12 months is that this car wants to be driven. It is definitely not happy when it's left sitting in the garage. It wants to be driven, and it drives better whenever it's driven more. I think it's safe to say that I've listened to the car's wishes based on the fact that I put over 1,000 miles on this car in my first 3 months of owning it. Let's be real though, who wouldn't want to drive it more whenever it sounds like this? As the V12 fires up for a drive, I'll share what is probably my most important lesson from the first year of owning this car, and that has to do with a single clutch transmission. This is one of those love-hate relationships depending on who you speak to. I've realized that I absolutely love the raw, visceral feeling of it. It was just a learning experience though, because for a while I thought that I might have been doing something wrong or something might have been wrong with the car. So I actually ended up going for a ride with the master mechanic at Lamborghini Orlando just to make sure that I was doing everything right and make sure that everything was right with the car. And he kind of just laughed and said, "Welcome to V12 single clutch transmissions." This car can definitely be a moody bitch, especially in traffic. But now I'm not sure that I could ever not have a single clutch V12 in my garage. But I can definitely see why people might steer away from them, especially women, because it is a very aggressive experience. It's a punch in the face. I love it now, but it was a learning experience for sure. My first year of supercar ownership has been pretty damn amazing. I can't think of any regrets, other than maybe not pulling the trigger on a supercar sooner. I've met some genuinely incredible people in the supercar world and had experiences that I've never imagined I would have. Owning this car has been worth every penny, every moment, every concern, every learning opportunity. It's been worth all of it. This is just video number 1 for me, and I'm looking forward to sharing more of my supercar experiences and more about life on wheels from a female perspective in future videos here on my channel. Thanks for making it this far, and try not to roast me too hard in the comments since this is my very first video. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and TikTok and hit that subscribe button here on YouTube. Stay tuned for my second video soon.